All right, guys, so welcome back. So I want to, here's the new coil that I just wound, which came out beautiful. I put some resin on the outside here to keep it, and I put this little black thing here. This is where I'm going to put the leads on. Anyway, I've been thinking about building a really large rotor. You can see this guy right here. He's pretty big. He's, here's my hands. He's pretty big, but I wanted to build something even bigger. So I designed this thing. This right here is just a test fit. Let's see if I can get it out. A test fit. And these are covers that'll go over the arms that are going to go onto these. So one arm will go here, and another arm will go here, and of course they'll fit down inside. I've got to sand them, or I have to file them down, but you can see that's a pretty big ass rotor compared to this guy here. It's pretty big. It's freaking monstrous, actually. It's about a good 1.5 feet. Here, let's actually measure it. Get my, so it is, yeah, it's more than 1.5 feet. It's 20.5 inches. So it's a nice size rotor, which means I'm going to have to build a different stand for it. I'm not really sure. Obviously I can't put it in this stand because there's no way. I'll have to build it. Yeah, I'll have to build a new stand for it. But anyway, I wanted you guys to see this. This is all done with PETG. So it's really nice and sturdy. Done with, I think, 15% infill. Some of it was done on the A1, some of it was done on the Ender. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, I think I'm recording now. So here's the big monster that I'm going to attempt, but I thought about it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some smaller ones to start off with, because these smaller arms will fit in this jig, and I want to be able to use that jig with this new coil. So I have the task of taking the long arms out. Some of them are going to come out nice and easy. Other ones I think I'm going to end up breaking because I ended up, a couple of them are really, really tight, hence the hammer. So that kind of sucks. All right, so stay tuned. All right, it's recording now. Having a hard time with this freaking camera. So yeah, they went in pretty easy. I had to use a deburring tool, and I deburr like around the edges here. But yeah, this will definitely fit a lot better on this guy here. Yeah. All right, let me load the magnets up and get it going. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I made the stand out of just regular PLA, so that's the stand for the coil. There's the big coil right there. And the first one I'm going to run is this guy here. Yeah, that came out really nice. But yeah, there's the coil. And there's the stand. Everything is 3D printed except for the magnets and the wire. And of course the shaft. But yeah, I'm gonna run it off of one of the coils because this is a bifilar. The other one I'm going to run into the bridge rectifier right there, and we shall see what we shall see. Stay tuned. All right guys, so I got this puppy going. It's just hooked up to a single JL94 circuit. it's running at 12.9 volts. It's not going that fast for a couple of reasons. One, because of the circuit I got hooked up, and two, because of the spacing between the coil and the rotor. But it is going, I mean, this is a big ass rotor, so it's heavy. I could turn it up, but I'm afraid it's going to overheat the circuit. So it's going good. I still want to hook this puppy up. I forgot that this is a really good stand that I built out of acrylic. It's really sturdy. So let me hook up the bridge rectifier. You guys can't see that. The bridge rectifier right here. Let me hook that up, and we'll see what we can do. Stay tuned. All right. So let me get this camera going the right way. So I've got it hooked up to one of Sky's coils. I got to find out how he wound it, because when I hooked it up to my coil, I wasn't getting 186 volts out of the pickup side, which is crazy. I don't know if it's because, yeah, it should, and this coil was running a lot better too, even though it's a far distance away from it. But 186 volts out, that's crazy. Yeah, and so, oops, damn it. So I did it how I thought he did it. I did one side small wire, next side big wire. I think it's the way he wound the coil. I'll have to look at it and see. But yeah, I'm getting 186 volts out of the bridge rectifier off of, and the circuit is pegged. And it's running much better than this one. Maybe, this is a heavy coil too. I don't know why it wouldn't do that. But yeah, it's running much better. Let me turn it down. 12 volts. 182 volts coming out. That's crazy. This is a killer coil. Damn, I don't know why this coil didn't work like that. If any of you guys know, that I think it was either because he wound so much more on his coil than I did, or, oh, I know what it is. His coil is tighter. I have a much bigger window here. I think that's what it is. Let me try and wind one of those coils like that. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this guy on. All right, stay tuned. All right, so now it's running on my new coil, and it's running off of the dual JL94 circuit, and it's running really well. I got to turn it down. That was 10 volts. There's 8 volts. Let me see if I can point you guys down towards the circuit. There's the circuit, the JL94 circuit. Yeah, it's running really well off of this. So that's what this coil's made for. It's made for running off the dual JL94, which gives out really good output. I'm going to see if I can hook this guy up to my, where is it? My super cap bank. See if I can't get something going off of that. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so here's the latest coil that I made. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to reproduce one of Sky's coils. And the reason being is I discovered that this coil has too much of an air core in it to be effective for what I wanted to do. So I basically reproduced it. And now I'm going to fire it up. Let me turn the meter on. Yeah, and it's doing exactly what Sky's coil did. It's putting out 154 volts off this little circuit, 12 volts in, 11.8. And that's exactly what I wanted it to do. I'm probably going to wait for the next video to fire this guy up. But yeah, I didn't wind it as good as I normally wind the coils. But for this type of coil, it didn't seem necessary. Yeah, it's holding steady at 153 volts. I should hook up my amp meter, but I'll do that for the next video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Ciao.